Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Game 2 of the American League Wild Card Series coming your way on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Postseason baseball, Singy, it's always great to see and be a part of.
Oh, Boog, you just never know what's in store when it comes to postseason baseball. You do know you're going to see some amazing pitching, players coming out of the bullpen throwing 100, some incredible defensive plays, some big knocks, and maybe a mistake or two that'll live on forever. All I do know is I'm pumped up for this one.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the hill here today, Gavin Williams. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Parker Meadows leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a miss.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Just outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And down on strikes. 1 gone here. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. One out, bases empty.
1-1.
To third, Ramirez. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Foul ball. Two out, space is empty. That's out to center field. Martinez on the move and puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the 3rd out. It's the Tigers 0, Guardians coming to bat. You're watching the American League Wild Card Series on the show. Back now at Progressive Field. And today's starting pitcher, Tarek Skubal.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, also get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Up and in, and the count 1-2. That's a little bit low.
2-2.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Angel Martinez in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And another ball. Kwan on at first, nobody out. That one close, ruled the ball. And that's ball 3. Fastball for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Kicks and deals. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. First pitch misses. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In there at the knees. And the count 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now the right fielder, Jonathan Rodriguez. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
1 strike.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in game 2 of the wild card series. Check swing went around. 0-2.
0-2.
Ball 1 there.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
On its way to the corner, and that will drop foul. 1 out. Runners at first and second. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Wild Card Series Game 2. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. Williams back to work. And a foul ball.
One and one.
That's off the mark, and it's 2-1. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam.
For me, Boo, the game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series, losing to the San Francisco Giants.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That's back there. And it is out of here. He'll touch them all. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Riley Green.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. That one at the knees for a strike.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
But Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit. But overall, well-respected umpire in the league. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up. Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off-speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Now it's the right fielder, Wenzel Perez. First offering misses badly for ball one. Perez, in his second season, 25 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. One down, base is empty.
2 balls, no strike.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Next offering upstairs. Foul ball there. Next offering is in for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler. Fought off foul. Perez, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Next offering is downstairs. Ground ball right side, could be two. Off balance speed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
So up next, Zach McKinstry. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Next offering is fouled back. And that's outside. Ball one.
One ball, two strikes.
That's down and in.
Two strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And foul ball. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. That's inside, and it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Look out! And it hit him. He had two strikes on him, and he hit him. So first and second with 2 outs. Here's Baez. Check swing, called strike. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No ball, two strikes.
Caught him looking for the K. So they pick up a run of the solo shot and take the lead. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Tigers 1 and the Guardians nothing. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the Guardians DH, Kyle Manzardo. He's sort of your typical power hitter. Wouldn't necessarily call him a 3 true outcome guy, but he's in there to hit home runs.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Fans dig the long ball, bro.
Misses off the inside, and it's 1-0. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
In for a strike. 2-1 now. That one fouled off. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Into the dive, and he got it. This dive wasn't the result of a bad route, Singy. The only reason he made the play is because his route was so good.
No doubt, Boog. StatCast tells the same story. I mean, he got to his spot as quickly as you can possibly get there, and he had to in order to have a chance at that diving play. Just special.
In the air, right side. Perez moving back for this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And the inning is over. Offense held in check there. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Tigers 1 and the Guardians nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Parker Meadows.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Check swing, and he went 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
And a strike to Glaber. Fly ball down the line. Rodriguez coming on. Makes a nice running catch. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Carpenter stands in now and watches strike 1.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
2 down, nobody on. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Martinez sizing this one up. He's got it. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. Stepping up for the Guardians, John Kenzie Noel. mixed up. Foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, has room, and he makes the catch.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Austin Hedges stands in. And Chris, his big strength is defense. But it is interesting. In today's world of baseball, compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
So digging in, Stephen Kwan. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. And another ball. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Guardians fail to score. They trail here 1-0. Back here in Cleveland, and now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Right through there for a strike.
And it's 1-1. To the right side, Noel. The flip to the pitcher covering. 1 up, 1 down. And up next for Detroit, Riley Green. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star Game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. I thought the city overall supported the event really well. 2 down.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And then the game is always special. When you see the best in baseball, you remember how special this game is. And to be here at this ballpark, I think just was the icing on the cake.
Now the 0-1. That one the other way. And there's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And now the catcher comes up to him. Dylan Dingler. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Fouled off left side. Perez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And ball 1.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Line drive. And that's a fair ball. The relay to second. In there safely.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now, Zach McKinstry. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. 2 on, 2 outs. And fouled off. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Tigers strand a pair, but they still lead it 1-0. Here in Cleveland, digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Angel Martinez. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Here's Jose Ramirez. His first at bat was a strikeout. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That one missed. Out to short, Baez. The throw to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And up next for Cleveland, Jonathan Rodriguez. 0 for 1 so far. There's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 2 of the wild card series. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is downstairs.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one not close. Ball 2. On the ground, right side, Torres. In plenty of time to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. On to the top of the fifth we go. It's the Tigers 1 and the Guardians nothing. Wild Card Series Game 2. El Mago coming to the dish. Williams back to work. If they did a poll of top tattoos in Major League Baseball, Javi Baez, I think, would have to be in the top 5. Right on the back of his neck is the Major League Baseball logo. So it's effectively right under the MLB logo that's on his cap. The shortstop takes the ball. Fouls one off. 2-2. Baez tries to hold up, appeal to first. He did not go around. 3-2 now. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Back to the top of the Detroit order, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Parker Meadows, 0 for 2 in this one. Outside, and that's ball 1. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Slade Ciccone up and throwing. Sabrowski also throwing. Fastball for a strike at 95. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter, that's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam! Next offering misses. It's 2-2.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in. You see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Here is Gleyber Torres. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Torres, 28 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. That misses the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. High fly ball out to left field. Kwan makes the catch, and that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Kyle Mansardo. Right side, hard hit. Takes it himself, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Gabriel Arias now at the plate.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss there.
This is the time you have to pull out every trick in your bag. They know the season is over with the loss. Things aren't looking great right now, but they're still in striking distance. They need to get something going real soon.
And that'll fall for a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Flied to right his first time. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Noel in the box now. Takes strike 1. And a swing and a miss.
Oh, and 2.
The next offering misses. And it's 1 and 2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Heading for the plate. Here's the throw. But it's offline. He will score. It's 1-1. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
First and second, 1 out. Austin Hedges digs in for the Guardians. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Two on, 1 out.
That's the ball.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Good job to fight that one off.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Stephen Kwan will hit next. 1 for 2. And that drops in for a strike. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rocchio rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the center fielder, Angel Martinez. That's a laser base hit. Coming home. The throw in. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Jose Ramirez getting ready to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Kwan, the lead runner at second. Martinez on at first with 2 down. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Next offering is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Line to left. Reaching down, makes the catch. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We're through 5. Guardians 3, and the Tigers 1. Back now at Progressive Field. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Kerry Carpenter. And there's a foul ball. Right through there for a strike. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Colby Allard getting ready to go. Festa getting loose as well.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering down low and in the dirt. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Ripped on a line. Stretches out and holds it in. Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Gavin Williams gives way, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Slade Ciccone.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And next to hit for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. He's already homered here in this one. Inside, ball 1. And that's down and away. The Guardians leading by 2 here in game 2 of the wild card series. Next pitch is outside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
There's a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And next up for the Tigers, Riley Green. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Two outs. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
High fly ball down the left field line. He's got it. And that is out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Guardians 3 and the Tigers 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Troy Melton.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So in now for Cleveland, Jonathan Rodriguez. And that's way high. 1-0. Tigers bullpen with some action. Paul Sewald preparing to come on if needed. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2. On the ground to third, and that's just foul. Pitch misses there. Counts full, 3-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now the shortstop, Gabriel Arias. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So up next, Brian Rocchio. And that is out of play. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the bottom of the sixth. Not close with that one, and the count is 1-1. On the ground left side, 6. To first, that's out number 2. So 2 down now, and here is Jhonkensy Noel. And there's the strike. Manzardo on third. Arias on at second with 2 down. Inside, and it hit him. Austin Hedges now. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Fastball for a strike. And a strike in there. Bases loaded, 2 down. That one misses, and a full count now.
That's a really good take.
That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
New inning getting started, and now the right fielder, Wenzel Perez. That clips a corner.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Base knock center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. On the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Grounder might be two. The throw to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Slade Ciccone out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Colby Allard.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Here's the third baseman, Zach McKinstry. He's 0 for 1. That one pushed to the left and foul. Late swing, foul to the left. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And there's a ball. Pitch misses there, and the count is even 2-2. Just missed. Javier Baez would be next if they can extend the inning.
Exactly the kind of bat you need in a clutch situation like this. Got to do whatever it takes to give him a chance.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And that extends the inning. Now it's Javier Baez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. One left for Detroit. Score holds. It's 3-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Paul Sewald.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now Stephen Kwan. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Lays out and makes the play.
One pitch, one out. That's why it's so important to anticipate the pitch going through the zone. He's on the balls of his feet, able to quickly react, make a diving catch, and complete the play. Tremendous job from the hot corner.
Now here is Angel Martinez. And first offering is fouled off. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Oh, two.
One down, base is empty. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Torkelson sizes this one up to the wall, and he can't reach it. In the dirt, going to count 1 and 2. Base is empty, one away here in the late stages of game 2. And now it's even up. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Jose Ramirez, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
One strike.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And it's fouled away. That one ran inside, almost got him. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first-pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Next offering is outside.
2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Over to first, and he saved. Rodriguez, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
2 outs. Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Throw. Save.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
hit left side. Sends it to first. Third out. Guardians lead one as the lead remains 3-1. We're at the top of the eighth, and here's the Tiger leadoff man, Parker Meadows. Allard back to work.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And another ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Stays alive. Next one misses, and that's ball 3. Out there to center. And it drops in. And that's a leadoff double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
And a base hit. Meadows headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. They trail by 1. It's 3-2.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
No outs. Runner at first. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball 1.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That misses, and that's ball 3.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in game 2 of the wild card series. And ball 4 to aboard.
Base knock, and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at-bats.
Spencer Torkelson digs in now. He's already homered in this game.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
And that one ripped into right. Throw comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Green in the box now. Takes strike one.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Puts a bunt down. Got him on the off-balance throw. First out in the top of the eighth.
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Colby Allard will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Matt Festa.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Wenzel Perez up now for the Tigers. Golden opportunity right here. That clips the corner.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Fastball is outside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Swings and misses. 2-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone.
Here's a rocket out to left. Squeezes it. Runner tags for home. A big run scores on the sac fly. They lead it in the eighth.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Dingler in the box now. No balls and a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Tim Herron, the left-hander, up and throwing. Sobrowski warming up as well. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top of the eighth. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Man on second, 2 down. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. Last half of the eighth coming up. Tigers 4 and the Guardians 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Rafael Montero.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, 1-run game. Now it's the DH, Kyle Mansarda, 1 for 3. On the corner for a strike. Looking to get the tying run on base. That's off the inside corner. And now it's even 1-1. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Royce Ludwig appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Swings through that one.
1-2.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And now here is Gabriel Arias. Montero fires. Right through there for a strike. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. And that's in for a strike. Montero, 34-year-old vet, and they traded for him earlier this year. Outside low, 1-1. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Way high there, and the count is 2-2. Oh, he hit him, and that got him pretty flush. Stepping up for the Guardians, John Kenzie Noel. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field, way back there, and it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Cut off, now a throw home. It's offline, and he scores. Tie ball game, 4-4.
He was all over that one. Absolutely blasted
pounded that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it, and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time. Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
And now it's going to be Austin Hedges. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Coming home. Fires to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's now 5-4.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Rafael Montero done for the afternoon, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. A new arm into the game, the righty, Tommy Kahnle. Back to the top of the order now. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. The changeup missing. Ball one.
One ball, no strike.
Swing and a ground ball over to Torres. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. The Guardians with a chance to punch their ticket to the division series when we return. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Cade Smith.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Zach McKinstry now at the plate. And that's fouled off. Foul ball still 0-2.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Struck him out looking. So here's Baez now. There's a strike.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
1 down, base is empty. Out towards right center field. Martinez makes his way towards it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Parker Meadows up now for the Tigers. 1 for 4 with a double. And that one pulled foul. Two outs. Pitch misses, and the count even 1-1. They're down to their final strike. Smith is just one strike away. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. Ball game. The Cleveland Guardians are on their way to the ALDS.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.